My Sixth Amendment constitutional right was violated. I did not go to trial by jury of my peers.
Isom, who maintains his innocence, didn't stay quiet about his dissatisfaction with both the judge and racial makeup of the jury that found him guilty.
I just think that you're a racist.
You're entitled to your opinions.
This is 2024. I should have not had an all-white jury. I didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Pointing to Isom's lack of remorse and lengthy criminal history dating back to when he was just 13, Judge Ronald Rice sentenced Isom to 11 to 15 years in prison.
Greetings, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the People's Global News Network. Greetings. Welcome to another episode of the People's Global News Network, a network where we didn't come to lighten up, we come to tighten up. A network where we will bring you the raw, unadulterated facts and the truth, exposing corruption, prosecutorial misconduct, police excessive use of force, police misconduct in the courtrooms and in the streets of America. This case we bring to you today is a case of a young African-American gentleman. In my opinion, I would say young, but he's not that young. But this good brother is now sitting in prison after being tried with an all-white jury. But remember, the United States Supreme Court has already ruled it is unconstitutional for any African-American man or woman anywhere in America to be tried by an all-white jury. It's called the Batson motion. Welcome to the show, my sister. Tell us who you are and tell us about your husband or your fiancé, as you like to call him. What happened here?
I'm calling, today is about Danny Isom. He's my fiance, and I'm Tara Lockhart.
Tell us what happened with him, Tara. Take us from the beginning, and what's the most important points you want the people to know about this case?
Well, he was tried by an all-white jury for one. All of his constitutional rights was violated. Out of Trumbull County, Ohio.
And let me ask you this. Do you recall what he was charged with, what he was put on trial for? It was aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, I believe it was.
Felonious assault, yes.
Right. Initial aggravated assault charge.
Yes.
And it's my understanding from researching this case that Mr. Isom was linked to this case by a gentleman who had actually committed a crime against Mr. Isom. And Mr. Isom was dating his former girlfriend with whom her father did not like him and had an issue with him and subsequently shot at Mr. Isom and his own daughter.
And his own daughter,
trying to prove a point. And the only reason Mr. Isom was really able to beat that case is because there was a secret recorded conversation where the father admitted he lied in police report, he lied to the cops, and he admitted he shot at them first.
That is correct.
They were able to learn that the victim in that case, the father of the young woman Mr. Isom was dating, Danny was dating, was actually lying in a police report. And so when they got that, they dismissed the charge. And then that same gentleman takes a gun with whom he shot somebody with, put it in his daughter's car, knowing she was riding around with Mr. Isom. And when Mr. Isom was pulled over and found with that weapon, it was linked to that crime.
It was linked to that crime, yes.
And this is the same gentleman that committed a crime against Mr. Isom, who was found to have lied and perjured testimony before police, the courts, and all investigative agencies. And now his gun that has no connection whatsoever to Mr. Isom was placed in his daughter's car to set Mr. Isom and his own daughter up. And his daughter still to this day is fighting to support Mr. Isom and his freedom because she knows what her father did to him. And even though they're no longer together, she still says, I'm advocating for an innocent man.
She is.
And so in Ohio, he's charged with this crime of aggravated assault, felonious assault. A crime he had no connection to.
None.
Not a single eyewitness.
No.
Not a single video camera. Not a single shred of physical evidence linking him to the gun or to the crime. The only
Right.
thing linked him to the gun was it being placed in his woman's car by the very father who had been found to have lied and committed a crime against both of them.
That is correct.
But
That
what
is
shocked me even more about this case, Mr. Isom always complained from the very beginning, me having an all-white jury is not fair. In America, you are entitled to a jury of your peers. And the
right.
United States Supreme Court already ruled it is unconstitutional for a black man and woman to be tried in any courtroom in America with an all-white jury. But in 2024, 2023, still in 2025, you have black men and women in America who are being tried by all-white juries, even though the judges and prosecutors and some defense attorneys are aware that that's unconstitutional, but they are allowing it to take place, knowing that they are being tried by all-white juries and don't have a snowflake chance in hell of a fair trial under circumstances like that. Mr.
That is
Isom
true.
even stood up in court, and that video will be in this story. I want you all, ladies and gentlemen, across the country, to watch Mr. Isom address the judge and call the judge out for allowing his rights to be violated. And he called the judge out in open courtroom and had to be removed because he was angry as hell that that judge knew she was breaking the law and they were
He
violating
was
his
breaking the law.
constitutional
He
rights
was breaking the law. Yes. Yes, he
and
was
didn't
breaking
do
the law.
anything. It is totally
Huh?
wrong what happened here. It's
Yes.
totally wrong. And
Yes.
that's
They
why,
put evidence. They didn't want to use the recording with the young lady. Um, recorded her father admitting to trying to kill both of them.
and what other points did Brother Danny want you to make sure that the country knows about, that you feel you really want to get out? Are there two or three key points that is really important to him besides the ones I'm going to bring out?
Well, the prosecutor, yes, the prosecutor purposely lied to the jury, knowing the truth, and also one of the jury members that was on jury duty. She also knew the detective in this case, and she admittedly knowing the detective, and she should have been dismissed.
It's my understanding from that particular point. One, let's talk about the first 2 points from our research. The prosecutor supported perjured testimony. That's what the
Yes,
prosecutor did, knowing
yes,
that lies were being told, and the prosecutor encouraged the lies and presented those same lies to the jury. That's what the
yes,
prosecutor did, supported perjured testimony.
yes,
Secondly, there was a white female on the jury who
yes.
admitted through questioning that she
Mhm.
knew the detective assigned to the case and that they had a friendship, but she
Yes.
was not struck from the jury pool. She
No,
was
she
not
was not.
only not struck, she was set on the jury.
That is correct.
When she disclosed to them that there was a previous and existing friendship between the two, it
Yes, their
became a
kids went to
conflict
the
of
same school.
interest for her
Right.
to remain in the jury pool.
That
They
is
didn't
correct.
strike her, and they left her in the jury pool. What they did was they never shuffled the cards. They dealt from the bottom of the deck and then told Mr. Isom, you got a fair hand. But that's happening all over America. The
Hmm.
black men in this country, this is happening everywhere. Could you imagine? Just picture this. A white person charged with a crime, and all 12 jurors in the jury pool are black. The judge is black. The
Hmm.
prosecutors are black. The
Hmm.
cops involved in the case are black. And the
Right.
only white person involved is the white person that's sitting on trial. That seems shocking to the common ear of a white person hearing that, but that is common
Hmm.
practice for black people, in particular black men in America, getting all white juries. Is you're gonna give them a jury of their peers? No black
And
judges,
that
no
is
black
true.
jurors, no black
And that
investigators, no black prosecutors. Only thing black
right.
is a brother sitting in that seat.
Right. And not only that, the gentleman that the crime was against in this case, He didn't even know Mr. Isom, and he stated he didn't know him. The only thing that linked him was they said the gun was found in his car.
And let me say this to you, ladies and gentlemen. They never fingerprinted the gun to see if Mr.
No,
Isom's fingerprints was on it. And they
no,
could run DNA tests on the
that is
gun to connect it to Mr. Isom. They chose to do neither. And his own lawyer chose not to have the gun DNA tested. His own lawyer chose not to have it fingerprint tested. His own lawyer, knowing that the United States Supreme Court had ruled it is unconstitutional for a black man to receive a fair trial in America with an all-white jury. He was supposed to file before the court a motion to dismiss the jury called the Batson motion. The lawyer never did.
no, he didn't.
And right now, as I sit here today speaking to you, there are other black men in the state of Ohio who are facing the same realities as Mr. Isom, being tried by all-white juries. But brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, know that this is not just happening in Ohio. This is happening in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Maryland, Ohio, Kentucky, you name it. It's happening in Virginia. All over America, I'm getting these calls about lawyers who are just cowards, who are so afraid to challenge prosecutors, who are so afraid to challenge corrupt, racist judges, and filing these motions that the U.S. Supreme Court has given them the arsenal to do to defend their clients because they, quote unquote, have to continue practicing law in that courtroom. Well, if you that damn scary, put a motion before the court and tell the judge I need to be removed because I can't represent my client out of fear. Just be honest. But you got brothers languishing in prison for crimes they never committed because they're being tried by juries that are not their peers. What other point is important that you feel Danny would want the public to know?
Not only that, he has filed so many motions and they're being denied and for his appeals, and they have not even responded back to him so he can go to a higher court.
Do you think, and I already have my answer, but do you think that even though he's filing his appeals, they're not even reading them, just stamping denied or refusing to even entertain the appeal and just dismiss them?
Would say so.
Ladies and gentlemen, you would be shocked at how many cases where appeals are filed where the appellate courts don't even read the appeals. They just refuse to even hear it. They'll say refuse to hear and dismissed.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are putting their life's work, their hard God energy on the line for their lives and their families. And appeals courts have a choice. We can hear it or don't hear it. We don't even have to read it, just dismiss it. And sometimes they'll find technicalities. Oh, it should have came by this date, dismiss. Oh, see, you didn't sign it right here correctly, dismiss. Oh, see, you didn't put a date on right here at the end of it, so that disqualifies the whole appeal, dismiss. You'd be shocked at the reasons they're giving for not even reading people's appeals. Danny, I believe, is an innocent man. Sitting in jail
Yes, he is.
because
Yes, he
of the
is.
hate, the vindictiveness of an ex's jealous father and judges. In this case, the judge knew it was wrong, but did nothing. The prosecutor supported perjured testimony and lies and
Mm-hmm.
had to present to the court and the jury. His own defense attorney, shameful,
Mm-hmm.
did not fight for Danny the way that Danny deserved. Danny deserves a new trial. He deserves a new trial on the very basis alone that they violated a United States Supreme Court decision and tried him with an all-white jury.
And that is correct. And not only that, the judge in this case have his own charges that's been brought against him, and he get a slap on his shoulder.
Talk to me about that. Talk to me
He
about
was
that.
he
I
was
was going to
just
bring it up in the
arrested.
second part, but talk to me about that.
Right. He was just arrested on DUI charges and gun charges.
So now
Felony charges.
the judge is a criminal himself right now.
Yes,
The judge is a criminal himself.
that is correct.
And the judge is sitting in judgment of other people's cases while he out on bond for criminal charges himself.
That is
You can't
correct.
make this up. You can't make it up. But it is what it is. And we will fight from the womb to the tomb for Brother Danny's innocence. And we will fight to see him get a new trial. And I would say to the judge, would you like someone to do to you, sir, now that you're facing the gauntlet, the same that you did to Mr. Isom? Search your soul and ask yourself that question. What else would you
Amen.
like to come out about this story, sister? And tell the people we're in Ohio again. Say it loud. That's where
In
you all at.
Ohio.
Y'all down in Ohio. Say it loud.
Ohio, yes, he's in Ohio.
Yes, ma'am. And what county is that again?
Oh, Trumbull County. Trumbull County.
Trimble. Make your Trimble County? Trumbull
Yes.
County.
Yes.
Well, they might as well call it Make Your Trimble County. So, but Trumbull County, you've been served notice. And we're
Yes.
going to fight for this, brother. Thank you
We
for
are
joining the
fighting.
show this morning. We appreciate you joining the show. We
Oh, you're
appreciate you
welcome. It was my
helping us get
pleasure.
this story out to the public of what happened
Yes.
to Danny Isom in
Yes,
Trimble
wrongly
County,
convicted.
Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And we're fighting for a new trial for Mr. Isom. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. We will bring you updates to this story. This is just the beginning. As the
Okay.
updates come forward, you will be updated about this story and kept in the loop. Fight
Thank you.
for Danny Isom in
I'm
Trimble
fighting all
County.
the way to the end. Yes.
If you want to look it up, just look up the Trimble County Criminal Courthouse, Danny Isom's case, and you'll get the facts. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being on the show with us this morning. Please share and spread this show as often as you always do to the faithful viewers and faithful audience. Share it across the country as you always do. We love you because you are the voice for the voiceless. Thank you.